Antmusic, the very best of Adam and the Ants. In the early 70s, a track called Burundi Black became a minor hit. It took a recording of Burundi drummers and added some rock guitar. It would turn up in adverts. I seem to remember it being used in a flake chocolate ad. Adam and the Ants were part of the mid to late 70s punk scene and were managed by Malcolm McLaren, manager of the Sex Pistols. They were known on the scene, but they were not very successful. Then they split into two bands. One took on a very young girl singer and became Bow Wow Wow, and Adam fronted the other band. Both bands adopted the Burundi drum sound. Bow Wow Wow, with their new lead singer, played light, breezy, melodic African highlife type motives and were moderately successful. Adam and the Ants added a heavy distorted guitar and were very successful. The original Adam and the Ants were a spiky, jerky post-punk band with sharp, clear guitar chords, like a poppier version of Wire, or as the Fool might have sounded had they ever had any fun. They released a relatively successful album called Dirk Wears White Socks before they split. There are some songs by that band on this album. Songs like Car Trouble and Deutsche Girls. Songs I remember hearing on the radio and played by DJs between the acts at the Roundhouse or the Marquee. Adam took the Burundi drum sound and added all kinds of glam rock tricks. The drums of the Glitter Band, the loud distorted Mick Ronson Ziggy Stardust guitar lines, the catchy melodies, nonsense scat singing and meaningless but evocative lyrics of Mark Bolan. Add on to that some spaghetti western lead guitar and Morricone-esque grunts and chants, and you have the first single of the new Adam and the Ants, Dog Eat Dog. Then we got Antmusic, and the guys in my band were tying scarves to their guitars. The whole thing, the drumming and chanting and doing something entirely new and exciting, peaked with Kings of the Wild Frontier. Then we had Stand and Deliver and Prince Charming, and it all got very posy. A bit too new romantic for me, with all the hedonistic 80s implications of loads of money, Amex cards and Bolivian marching powder. Then came Ant Rap, which was rubbish, though it does mention a guy who was in the year below me at school and had given up being the bass player in Roxy Music to join the Ants. Eventually that band split and we thought it was all over, but Adam Ant had one final glorious stand to deliver with Goody Two Shoes. The album finishes with an okay song in an 80s synth pop style and just shows how much the big hits relied on production. For a while Adam and the Ants resurrected the glam rock of a decade before, where producers like Mickey Most and Tony Visconti made simple songs into wall of sound epics, and you could not help but smile and sing along, qua 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 diddly.